Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, if I can't help falling in love with
You can't take back time. You can't reverse the sequence of events that lead to a tragedy or to a failure. Dominoes can't stand back up into place after falling. And although they don't proceed to move, they continue to create a path, pointing to the last one that stood tall before toppling forward, creating a perfect line. A perfect line that serves as a lens into the past, past the dimension of time and into the heart of our memory. I never saw the dominoes that fell before I met you, but I see the path that led you here. You folded into my heart, and I can't help but to think of the time ahead of us as nothing but a line, a perfect line pointing into eternity. You can't take back time, but I wouldn't change a second of my life if it meant one less moment with you. I love you, Alison.
I met Alison in kindergarten. I wouldn't say that we were friends right away, though.
Being almost 10 years apart, Wes and I didn't have a typical love-hate sibling relationship. He was more of an irresponsible dad that exploited me for his early days of video production.
We learned that it was common to be said, "Oh no, we're going to the O'Keeffe's," because my sister and I had a pretty rough way of playing, and somehow they'd get caught into the mix. One of them would get hurt, so that happens occasionally.
But I learned a lot of wisdom from Wes. Some of my best memories are when Wes would get obsessed with an idea from philosophy class, and he'd be like, "Landon, life really boils down to 3 things." And I'd be finishing my 3rd grade coloring project. Yeah.
It was a long time coming, but I grew on her and she became stuck with me. I'm so lucky to call Alison my best friend, and I remember hearing about Wes when he was just this guy she had a crush on in her film class.
When I first met Alison, the first thing I thought was, wow, she's quiet. I like that. Then I spent some more time with her and I realized she's really funny, and she's a blessing for Wes.
After I met Wes, it was clear how well they worked together. They have the same sense of humor, they're always laughing so much together. The joy and love that they share is so obvious.
The world could be coming to an end, and they would still be off in a corner, laughing, making themselves laugh. Humor is a vital part of life because life is humorous. It's unpredictable, it's ridiculous, it's wild, it's crazy. But it makes it all worth living when you have someone next to you to laugh at it with. And I'm so happy that you two have each other. Congratulations. Thank you.
I know he made you a snack like Oscar proud. Suffer it to be so now, gotta clean it up. Formalize the union and communion he could trust. I know I ain't leaving you like I know he ain't leaving us. I know we believe in God and I know God believes in us.
You hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy,
Wes told me I wasn't allowed to play any of our videos here, but he didn't say anything about describing them in detail. So this one is this one has a short, candid film entitled, Wes, We Have Neighbors. Imagine, if you will, a stationary shot of a front yard in quaint Mason, Michigan. Wes, Dominic, and I enter the scene at 2 times speed. So think of Alvin and the Chipmunks voices. And we start running around in circles, flailing our arms and screaming nonsense at the top of our lungs. At around the 20-second mark, me and Dom realize that my mom comes outside and we immediately stop our shenanigans. Wes's flailing and screaming intensifies. He continues on for another 20 seconds, 40 seconds in real time, before you hear my mom's normal frequency voice declare, "Wes, we have neighbors." We giggle in our chipmunk voices, and the video ends abruptly.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me, you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going